सरस्वती कावे।
Last 20 years, I was boggling with one of the problem in my mind regarding understanding what is right and what is wrong.
Oh.
And I was just to tell you that to give a solution for a given problem, I just wanted to say this. Actually, there were two railway tracks. One is live and the other one is abandoned. There was a board also. There were 10 children playing on the tracks. Seeing that abandoned board, one girl child told to other students, let us not play on the live track so that we will be hit by the running train. Let us play on the abandoned track. But nobody had. But this girl who has advised gone and playing on the abandoned track, all other 9 children were playing on the live track. There was a speeding train is approaching them. Now the driver has to decide which track he has to run the train. This was the question asked to me by 20 years back one of my friend. Today also, I really do not understand what answer I have to give it to him. Kindly.
Anyway, for your information, the driver cannot decide which track to go upon. It is the operator, the traffic manager who decides which track it will go on. Because it's not about… the train is not there for this one child or 9 children on the track. The train is made for those who are traveling in the train, the 1,000 people who are traveling in the train. Driver's responsibility is for them. Those who play on the track, on the road, it is their individual responsibility to preserve their lives. Of their children, that's a different matter. I must tell you this. When I was training to get my license and even after that, when I fly helicopters in United States, I was flying with my instructor. Tennessee, where our center is a fabulous country. It's Appalachian Mountains and beautiful rivers and streams. So we like to fly just 10 feet above the river, all along the valley. It's fantastic rides. When we are doing this, I asked, suppose we crash into the river, what are the rules? He said, it's your problem. You want to crash into the river, you can crash into the river. But what are the rules? He said, the rules are just this. If you leave oil slicks in the water, they will charge your insurance or they will confiscate your property. But you want to kill yourself, it's up to you. Okay? If you crash a helicopter in United States on an abandoned piece of land, you don't harm anybody's property or person, then you don't even have to report. You understand? Only if you damage some property, they will come after you. If you just crash and damage your helicopter, it's up to you. I'm saying it is time that in India also, everybody is made to understand your life, your well-being is your responsibility. We think government has to take care of us. This has to go. It has to go. Every human being, every citizen should see that my life is my responsibility. Well, when a speeding train is coming, you want to run across the track and somebody else has to stop you. Why? You're testing your horoscope or what? A lot of people on the road, that's what I think they're testing their horoscope, because their horoscope they says they will live till 85. When a car or a bus is coming at full speed, they run across, they're testing it whether it's really true or not. But what you don't understand is the railway track and the road is built for the vehicles or the trains which go on it, not for you to walk on it. For walking, there must be another place. If there is no place, it's for you to demand from the government, there must be a walking place for me, that I don't have to walk on the road. Instead of that, you walk on the road and now you come up with these hypothetical, philosophical questions. There is no philosophy in this. If anybody plays on the railway track, the children, they may not know, but the parents who produce these children, they need to be arrested immediately. They must be. So because you can produce children and throw them on the streets, they're going on doing it endlessly. We've multiplied 4 times in 70 years. It is time that what you produce also is your responsibility. Once you have a child, it's a 20-year project. If you're not ready for it, don't have them.
సద్గురూజీ, ముందర నాకు ఒక మానసిక సంఘర్షణ ఉందండి మనసులో ఎప్పటి నుంచో. ఆ విషయంలో మీ నాకు సలహా కావాలి. నేను కొన్ని సంవత్సరాల క్రితం ఇంట్లో కూర్చున్నప్పుడు గోడ మీద బల్లి కనబడుతుందండి. ఆ బల్లి ఎదురుగుండా ఒక చిన్న పురుగు ఉంటుంది. దాన్ని నేను కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేసి చూసినప్పుడు అది అటెన్షన్ నాకు వచ్చినప్పుడు ఆ పురుగుని అది తినడానికి సంసిద్ధం అవుతుందని నాకు అర్థమవుతూ ఉంటుంది. నేను తొందరగా వెళ్ళి దాన్ని తరిమేస్తాను పురుగుని, సో దట్ లిజర్డ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ గెటింగ్ ఇట్. అంటే దాన్ని సేవ్ చేశాను సంతృప్తి కోసం నాకు తరిమేసేవాడిని అండి. కొన్ని సంవత్సరాల తర్వాత ఏమనుకున్నానంటే, అది దానికి ఆహారం కదా, మనం దాన్ని ఎందుకు డిస్టర్బ్ చేయడం అనేది వదిలేయడం అలవాటైందండి. ఇప్పుడేంటంటే ఎప్పుడు ఆ సందర్భం ఎదురైనా సరే అది వదిలేయాలా దాన్ని తెరమేయాలా అనే సంఘర్షణతో నిత్యం నాకు అది ఉండే ప్రాబ్లం అండి. అది దానికి మీ ఒక ఓటు నాకు కావాలి. ఏం చేయాలి ఆ సందర్భంలో? నేను దాన్ని తెరమేయాలా, దాన్ని వదిలేయాలా? అట్లాగా.
We should leave the lizard's business to the lizard. Because the very nature of life is such that one life consumes another life. This is how life is designed. This is not my idea or your idea. This is the nature of life. Just because a little bit of brain or cerebral development happened recently, you know. Just some time ago we were all monkeys. Just recently this brain developed a little bit. So we're little overexcited about our own intellect that we started thinking everything in fragments. Our idea of well-being is all in fragments. We think we will save the moth, but we did not think about the lizard. Then we thought, let him eat. It's not for you or me to even think whether he should eat or not. He will eat. If he cannot eat, he will die. This is the nature of life. In human societies, we create situations because to sustain life in a certain way, to protect life in a certain way, because we are not physically as empowered as even a lizard or a bird or an animal or a tiger or an elephant. We are not empowered like that. We have an intelligence, we have a consciousness which is beyond them, but we don't have physical prowess like them. So human societies need to be cultured where both the strong and the weak can exist. But nature is not made like this, only the strong survive, the weak must go. But this is not even about strong and weak, what you're talking about. This is the natural cycle of life. And if we interfere with that, it is because we have wrong ideas of life. We have a set of moralities which are not life, which doesn't fit into life, which doesn't nourish life. If you have a morality or an ethic which does not support life, I think unknowingly you are becoming death-oriented. So you will see this happening to people who have taken on to big moral values and ethics. They can't even smile for nuts. If they smile, their face will crack up because they have created an unnatural sense of life within themselves. All this problem is coming because of a kind of unnatural level of self-significance that human beings have assumed about themselves. The worst idea that was put into human mind by religious groups is, you are made in God's own image and all other creatures here are here to serve you. No, if you I have paid enough attention to ants and birds and animals and insects. I find they have a full-fledged life of their own. an entire system of life, a society, a family, everything within themselves. Why are we thinking we are the only life and all of them are here to serve us? This is the most disastrous idea. We must understand every life has a right to live here, as you and me have a right to live here. As much right, not any less right. The ant and the elephant have equal right to exist in this. This is how nature is created. It is only in human mind we think elephant is big, ant is small. That does not exist in nature. Elephant may be big, ants have democratic numbers. If you hold a vote, ants will win. So if you go by human values and hold a democratic election in the jungle, ant will become the king of the jungle.
Next time I will leave lizard's business to itself, Sadhguruji.
அல்லாக்கும் வரமளித்த வாழ்வே என் சத்குருவே கண்ணே கருத்தே கருத்திலுறும் நற்கனியே